the answer to the question really depends on whether you're working in an area where AI or robots are complementary to your work, or whether they're substitutes for you and your work. They can replace you and your work. Obviously, it's not the same for every job. For some jobs, AI and robots are complements, and for others, they could be substitutes. So it all depends. But what we can say about the market in general might be something like this: that a higher wage rate in a given industry creates an incentive for the firms that in that industry to invest in labour-saving capital and technology. In that case, there would be a decrease in the demand for labour in that industry. We can think of examples of that occurring. Historically, modern computers made the typing pool obsolete, and maybe in the future there'll be some areas, even in the caring professions, where you can substitute human beings with robots. But it's also true that when firms invest in labour-saving capital and technology, it does increase demand for new kinds of jobs which are complementary to that capital and to that technology. So the advent of modern computers certainly led to the destruction of these kinds of jobs, but it led to a massive boom in computer programmers, for example. Of course, it would be nice to say that the decrease in the demand for labour for substitutable jobs and the increase in the demand for labour for new complementary jobs cancel each other out. People simply switch from these kinds of jobs into these kinds of jobs. Obviously, nothing happens that smoothly. It certainly doesn't happen overnight. It can be a long and drawn out and painful process for many people, especially those who become redundant and who have difficulty in retraining. Furthermore, it's arguable that the decrease in the demand for labour outstrips the demand for the new complementary jobs in high-tech areas. What we might want to say instead is that the decrease in the demand for the substitutable jobs, this mass replacement, leads to an increase in the supply of labour to low-tech industries. And that, in turn, leads to a fall in the wages paid in those low-tech industries and provides an incentive to increase employment. So overall, you could get a very unfortunate effect. So you get a mass of people going from earning higher wages to earning lower wages.